Rightio, I'm back. Let's try this again. If it doesn't work, I'm going to play with the kids. Nah, it's not working. It's not my download speed. The stream is offline. No. No bandwidth. Oh, wait a minute, it just went green. Does this mean it's actually going to work? What's the timestamp? About 4 minutes in. 4 minutes in, we'll call it working, reckon? I think the computer technician worked out what was going on. Look at that. I think we're on, guys. Up and running. So, for those who just left because I said I was leaving, I'm still here. Sorry, guys. The problem may or may not have been that I had a hotspot turned on my phone and charging with my PC. And I got no reception on my phone this far back in my shed. Oh, Jesus, someone kill me now. That was just plain stupid. Rightio. We'll charge it with an actual charger rather than the computer. So, what's going on, kids? What's happening? What part of the world are you coming from? And how much do you hate my phone being connected? That's so stupid. Yeah, we all have those. Rightio, now we've got all the 15 people watching. We lost a handful, but they've come back. I'm going to have to go through and delete that other chat, otherwise I'll get heaps of dislikes on it. Let me pop out chat. I'll throw that over there so I can see. Finland, Sweden, we all have those. LOL, yay, it's all working. UK, Peter, welcome. Peter Turner. We call that a numpty moment. Numpty Dumpty fell off the wall. North coast of Alaska, that would be a little bit cool. Mountain bike wouldn't work there. Could you tell me what discharge you used to test? I used the Opus, and I would show you the Opus, but it's covered behind a microscope and a monitor. I used the Opus BTC 3100. There is a kit store below, which is basically my affiliate store, with links in there to the BTC 3100 if you'd like to support the channel. It is much appreciated. What have we got? What else we got? Massachusetts, USA, California. Idiot error is what I call them. Absolutely. That was a big joke back in the day when I first started doing the computer repairs. Or error between the keyboard and the seat was a more popular one. Rightio, I am slightly going off topic now. I'm just going to have a look for that other video so I can delete it. It's still processing. 56 views. That's horrible. Delete. Rightio. There we go. Now I'm back. Well, not really yet, but I'm getting there. Live stream and my chat. The wife is actually out on a bike ride at the moment. I don't know where she is. She'll be riding around somewhere. And the bike. Oops, a daisy. What did I just do then? Yeah, she's gone out for a bike ride, but she's got a road bike, not a mountain bike, which kind of sucks. If she had a mountain bike, she could come out with me, and that would be pretty cool. I keep getting sidetracked. Texas, USA, welcome, Mr. Christmas. Iran, thanks. That's an ID10 error. That is exactly how it's pronounced. Problem in the chair, not the car. I haven't heard that one. Picnic. Problem in the chair, not the computer, not in computer. I'm going to use that one. Thank you, Walter. What do you think about the IDSD T8? I have two of them. Love them. Only disadvantage is the slow discharge. I have one here. I haven't tested it yet. I think I said this on every live feed lately. I haven't even opened it out of the box, and I really should, because I've had it here for about 3 weeks, and it is a Banggood review deal. So I really should get onto that. I've been led to believe they're quite good units. I don't think it's going to quite hold a candle to my X6s, the iCharger. The only good thing about it is it does 8S rather than 6S, which makes balancing batteries a little bit easier and quicker. So the wife is slowly killing herself now. No, she kills herself every other day at the gym. She just wanted something different other than the gym. So she does a little bit of road bike. I think at one stage she was going to get into triathlons as well, but I'm fairly sure her body is breaking just from so much exercise. So I don't think she can actually do that. She said my wife's had rheumatoid arthritis since she was 20. So she's on some good drugs for that, but it's not enough. DIY Tech and Repairs, Daniel, what's up, brother? Welcome. The wife's away so Pete can play. No, Pete doesn't. Oh, well, like I said last video, I'm not out here that much anymore, so I don't play that much anymore. I'm trying to do another video at the moment, though. I'm trying to edit it, and it's one of these bitchy, narky ones where you whinge and complain at people for not doing the right thing. I'm quite disappointed, actually, with something that's got delivered. And it might be that unit there. From Banggood, and it was so poorly wrapped that I will be pulling the plug completely on anything more from Banggood. It was a $550 after shipping, GST, and the original buy price. It took 3.5 weeks to arrive, and then when it did arrive, it ended up in a box that was so effed up I almost didn't sign for it, but I needed to sign for it because I needed a glimmer of hope that the thing was actually going to work and I could get the jobs done that I needed done, because I can't focus that small anymore on my old eyes. So I accepted the delivery, even though I probably shouldn't have. I should have sent the shit back. I am grateful that it does work. It is missing parts, and I will be chasing that up. But it's just not good enough anymore. We live in a world where bubble wrap is cheap, and they choose not to use it. So I will be chasing that up. It's amazing how few videos you have to do with stuff just works right and isn't breaking. I have lots of videos with stuff that doesn't work. I usually whinge and bitch about the stuff that doesn't work on live feeds, to be honest, because I don't like doing videos on stuff that a lot of the stuff that's broken is stuff that I've broken. It's not broken because, like, back in the day, the Batrium stuff, I killed the, what do you call it, the shunt? That does the power metering or whatever. I killed that. That was my fault. I short-circuited everything. I blew everything up. There's no use doing a video on something that I fucked up. So I try not to do too many videos on stuff that broke, but I'll be doing a video on that if I can edit it down into something that is watchable, I guess, which is my big problem at the moment, because it's just not watchable. It's just me whinging and complaining for 10 minutes. Bit like what I'm doing now, so moving on. It's amazing how few videos you have to do when stuff just works. I read that wrong. Sorry, Aaron. And isn't breaking. Oh, I read it wrong, but I think I still answered it, honestly. But you're right. I mean, a lot of the videos that I do, I have to add something. I have to actually look for something that's not quite right, and you know, try and make a story from that. So yeah, I guess you're right. Reboot. One of the things that I could complain about now is my own bloody cells and how I built them, because they went flat again, and I've got I don't think I've got bad cells in my pack. All I think is it just doesn't. I don't give it enough time to balance. And every night lately, the batteries are going flat because they're not charging up. So today, I'm going to grid charge them. I'm going to do whatever I can to actually get them to charge up. They are going flat. Hey, Mr. Jaron. The batteries are going flat each night because they're not charging. So I think I might have to grab some more panels from somewhere and load them up just to help out. So my cells aren't perfect, and it could be done a little bit better. Yes, I'm here. Jaron, are you watching the live feed? I'm just going to type over here. Give me a second. Right. Radio. Where am I? What am I doing? That one. Transition. I keep forgetting to transition back. OBS is so screwed up because I hardly ever use it very much. Where are I up to? Show us the editing process. Is that show us the editing process? I did plug into the grid, Jeff. I did plug into the grid last night because my batteries went flat. But no, I had it hooked up to my phone rather than the NBN, because I had the phone plugged into my computer and it was hotspotting off my phone. Genius. Chinese bubble wrap equals yellow tape. Actually, you can't, Aaron, you can't even believe how accurate that is. And it is 7 o'clock in the morning, so I won't be answering that. I'm very sorry, Mr. Flight. Yeah, yellow tape. Go figure. And that was it. Anyway, that's a video. That's not for a live feed. But that's the box that it come in, absolutely destroyed. I mean, you've had less videos of late because stuff is working and not breaking. No, it's not because... No, I haven't had less videos because it's not breaking. I've had less videos because I can't be doing any videos. And it's more fun, you know, riding my bike and going out with the wifey. Last video. I got the iCharger X6 on your recommendation. It has taken everything I throw at it. Love it to bits. Absolutely, Walter. They are a solid little unit. Mine just come back from... mine's went out to Rowan, and then I went out to somebody else. And I just lent it out because I'm not using it at the moment. However, I will use it today to bump that other one. But it is still going strong. I do have the other one here as well. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is there. That one's broken because I connected the output to the input. But if somebody thinks they can fix that and wants it, come pick it up. They can have it. That was a sponsored unit from Banggood, and that was one I paid for because I stuffed up the sponsored unit. But I'm glad I did, actually, because if I didn't, I wouldn't know how good a bloody unit it was. What's your opinion about those big 3.2 volt batteries, Winston? I haven't used them, sorry man. I haven't got access to any other cells. Well, apart from all those, that's a lot of lead. That's 450 kilos of lead. But they're all sold again, so I haven't used very many other chemistries or any other batteries other than the 18650s or lead acid. How the main 60 kilowatt hour wall going? Still around 60 kilowatt hour or slowly dropping? The main one is only 40 kilowatt hours, and it's 40 kilowatt hours when you absolutely and completely destroy it. It's, you know, realistically it's 30. 30 without, like, because I've got some cells that are weakening and whatever else, or not balanced properly like the case is now. It's not dying, so to speak, or slowly dropping. It is what it is. It's hard to say. You can't quantify it. It'd be really good if I had the time and the effort and the energy to pull every single pack out and individually test each cell again and rebuild my entire pack stronger and better. But I simply don't have that time. And considering how well it works, if I only get 30 kilowatt hours out of it, that's friggin' brilliant in my opinion. But there is no doubt there's less capacity than when I started. I mean, that's the nature of it, I guess. Do you know where to find the STL files for the covers for the Batrium watch mod? You're best reaching out to Batrium for that. I genuinely don't know where they are. I've never asked for them. They always provide them. So, have you ever had 1860 not register as being present in a tester? Like, yes, I have. I come across random cells that doesn't register, but have a voltage when checked with a multimeter. But how? What sort of voltage have you got? I think you need for a lot of charges you need over like 2 volts, 2.5 volts or something. Is that the problem? Quick iCharge X6 giveaway. Not my one that's working, only the bad one. I like the one that's working. Shame shipping would be expensive, or I'd go all Dave Jones on that broken iCharger and take it apart. I turn junk lead UPS batteries into free car parts at the chain they call Super Cheap Auto down there in Australia. They give me $10 each store credit. Oh, that's all right. That's pretty cool if they're actually paying for recycling at your local car parts store. That's pretty neat. I've never seen that before. What else we got? Do your live feed. I am doing my live feed. We got 28 people in the room. Who is new? Who's out there? What's happening? Send me some conversation, guys. Oh. I'm sitting on this seat funny and I'm out of water. The batteries are not registering in the light, have been varying voltage. Are the terminals clean? I've actually never used the Lakaya. How do you pronounce that? Lakaya Toto, Lakaya. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I've never used one. I should have actually shared this on the old Facebook that I was doing a live feed. I forgot. voltages between. Who's got the smallest solar project? Mine, 21 cells with 120 watt panel. Building location, free space stops me from going big. That's not such a bad thing, Peter. I mean, it's the thing about our projects and the whole DIY Powerwall community is it's absolutely and completely scalable. We can go from huge power walls to practically nothing, and it all works. So, random thought, try your Vegemite with some crunchy peanut butter. It's fantastic. How the... Okay, Walter, you're going to get a life ban, buddy. How the hell do you do Vegemite with crunchy peanut butter? Crunchy peanut butter with jam, yes, okay, that works. Crunchy peanut butter with honey, fantastic. Crunchy peanut butter with Vegemite? No. So how hard is it to rebuild the computer spares? It's not very hard at all. All you got to do is actually answer the phone and yeah, 1 or 2 ads. It wasn't that hard to build it back up again, but I do wonder what I lost in the process. I could have lost potential good clients. Reputation, I don't think, suffered because I was busy all the time. I wasn't sitting around. I wasn't going surfing or anything like that. So a lot of the times, if a job was, I think what I did was I was editing, so I was busy, so I couldn't get a job finished in an hour. It took me 3 or 4 hours to get a job done. So when I say I let the business down, I think it's from a standpoint of turnaround time on jobs and stuff like that. So I still got a lot of them done. I just could have got them done a shit ton faster. Just a long day at old Dell EMC. What's EMC? TWC Trans Am. Yeah, it seems strange. I've ordered a new L500 just in case it's that. Are all the terminals and stuff cleaned? What's wrong, little guy? Is it out the front? Is it out the front? Give me a second, I'll be back. Got the school bus come to pick up my son, but my son had his tonsils removed last week and he's not allowed to go to school. Yeah, seems strange to order a new. Which photovoltaic charge controllers do you recommend? That's easy. The PCM60X from MPP Solar. Solid units. I just bought another one for a mate. I've got one in service for over 3 years. Many people in the community have 2 or even 3 running their solar off-grid setups, so they're quite good. And I personally, now they haven't got a lithium setting, so you have to manually put all the settings in there. And so far, I find them work well. Minimal. First time an HBPowerwall video capture live stream, but can't say that my NBN has gone downhill badly overnight. Having trouble streaming at 240p at the moment. It's dropped down. It's dropped down a lot here actually, but I think other things are happening on my network, so that's fine. I have to go soon anyway. I have to go in 20 minutes. I have to take my son to school. So Vegemite and lettuce sangers. Vegemite and lettuce works because Vegemite's very salty and it goes well on with lettuce. So yes, that'll be out. That will work well. First live stream be able to catch. Owen, welcome. EMC is a storage company that owned 80% of VMware before Dell bought both EMC and is still under Dell Technologies umbrella. There we go. So do you have your son and the grandbaby there now? I have two sons. I have my 14-year-old and I have my 7-year-old. 14-year-old just had his tonsils out. My grandson went home last Thursday. So yeah, I enjoyed having my grandson here. It's pretty neat. I didn't get much work done, as it turns out. I was carrying him everywhere, backwards and forwards, because I didn't want him running around out here, but he loves being out here just because he can, he likes looking. He's 15 months old, so he really likes looking around and trying to work stuff out in his own head, I guess you'd say. So it's great, fantastic fun having him here for almost 2 weeks. What else have we got? Where are we? Vegemite is like Marmite here. Yeah, I think Marmite's actually a little bit stronger. I like Marmite as well. It's got a little bit of a different taste, but it's still the same sort of salty, sharp flavour, I guess you'd say. What's your thoughts on a small 3 to 600 watt grid tie inverters plugged into the main sockets? 1 Walter, they are illegal in most places of the world. Certainly in Australia and America, I know for sure they're illegal. I have used one. It must have been 4 years ago now. For a very short period of time, before I knew they were illegal, of course. I had them plugged in and running, and I blew mine up because I tried running it from batteries rather than from solar. Hello from Italy. That said, I'd really like one of those blue ones, the GTIL, I think they're called. GTIL. Anyway, they're the blue grid tied inverters, but they've got the limiters and stuff in them, so they don't. So you can set how much energy they create. Yeast products, that's the one. The phone's going off and off and off. I'm sorry. What we got? These products. So how many amps could you charge a 36 volt, 860 electric scooter trying to quick charge several packs? That depends on too many factors, buddy. You need, what are the cells first? What can they handle? Can they handle a quick charge? What do you consider a quick charge? If they're only 2 amp max cells, I guess, and you've got 10 of them, you can only do 20 amps. And I mathed that in my head, so be impressed. But if you've got 30 Qs or something, I guess that changes the maths quite substantially. So you need to do your research and work out exactly how many cells you've got to charge and what they can actually take before they start heating up. Are there fake MPP solar around, or I'm safe to buy from AliExpress? Liam, if I were you, I would contact Peggy at mppsolar.com and just say you saw a live feed from Pete. Not that I do not get a single thing from it, but it's kind of cool so they know where traffic's coming from. And just hit Peggy up. So Peggy, P-E-G-G-Y at mppsolar.com. Just say you want one, give me a good price. because then they don't have to pay the AliExpress fees or the eBay fees. If it's coming to Australia, you don't pay the 10% GST. If you're in other parts of the world, I don't know how that works. But and then you'll get it substantially cheaper usually than the sales places. Corey, hey, welcome, buddy. It's been a while. I can hear my kids talking. They want to go to school. What cheap BMS would you recommend? Alex, I don't actually recommend any cheap BMSs. I recommend a BMS that actually has the M in the middle, which is the management side of it. I could recommend heaps of BS. Inverters, BMSs, anyways. But the management in the middle has a price tag that you don't get with cheap ones. So cheap BMSs don't come with management, they just come with balancing and discharge and charge limits. 30 cells. 30 cells of what, dude? You got 30 cells of 30 Qs, or 30 cells in series, or 30 cells in parallel? Cool, thanks, Peggy at mppsolar.com. I'll see what she can do. Getting one to Ireland. I bet you she can do something for you, man, that's for sure. Right, yeah, I need to take one apart to see what cells are inside. We'll do that tonight. The scooter is stock, charges only does 2 amps. If the stock charger only does 2 amps, I dare say 2 amps is what the safe charging is. But if it's, what is it, 30 cells and 36 volt? I'm not even going to try and math that. You might be able to go 4 amps or something, but just take it easy, buddy. There's too many fires and stuff's happened from people messing around with chargers with e-vehicles, e-bikes and stuff like that. This is actually good. I can actually keep up with the chat today, even though there's only a couple of people in here. That works. I think take it apart. Thanks. I got my kids standing here wanting to go to school, so I'm going to have to disappear. I'm sorry, guys. That's just going to be a short one. Thanks for tuning in, I guess. Sorry to bail so fast. I was going to try and stay here for 10 minutes longer, but they're just standing out of the camera, tapping their fingers on the bench, wanting to go to school. So I better go and do the parental thing. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it this far, smash that like button. If you don't like what I do, smash the dislike button. If you need to buy anything, the little link below takes